Not all Wrangler mods are worth buying. Some make your Jeep better every time you drive it. Others are a complete waste of money. So today, we're looking at 5 Amazon Wrangler mods that are absolutely worth it, and 3 that Wrangler owners regret buying all the time. And trust me, one of the most popular mods on Amazon belongs on the trash list. Number 5 is the Rugged Ridge Paracord Grab Handle Kit. These things cost about $20 to $30 a pair on Amazon, and the Rugged Ridge Ultimate Grab Handle Kit alone has stacked up thousands of customer ratings. They wrap around your roll bar 2 or 3 times with heavy-duty hook and loop straps, and they hold like they're welded on. No tools, no drilling, no instructions to squint at. You strap them on and you're done in 3 minutes. But what most reviewers won't warn you about is the rear handle fitment trap. The rear roll bar version doesn't play nice with the 2-door JL because it bumps into the soft top rack. 2-door JL owners need the headrest mounted version instead, which mounts to the seat itself and works the exact same way. Why do these earn their spot? Because the factory grab straps Jeep gives you are basically a joke. They slide, they wear thin, and once you put a lift on your Wrangler, climbing in becomes a serious workout. The Paracord handles give you something real to grab, and they survive muddy hands, beach trips, and your friends yanking on them for years. Owners on Wrangler Forum keep saying the same thing. They're the first mod you buy and the last one you ever think about, because they just work and they never break. They fit the CJ, the YJ, the TJ, the JK, the JL, and the JT Gladiator. $20 for something this useful is almost cheating. But the next mod prevents your hood from flying up into your windshield at highway speed, so stay locked in. Number 4 is the hood latch upgrade every JK owner ends up buying. This one mostly hits JK owners from 2007 through 2018, but JL drivers should still pay attention. The factory rubber latches on the JK stretch out, dry rot in the sun, and let your hood flutter like a flag at 60 miles per hour. In rare but documented cases, that flutter has lifted the hood high enough to crack the windshield. Jeep knew about the problem for years. That's exactly why they redesigned the latches and added hood vents on the JL when it launched. Your 2 best Amazon options run about $20 to $25 for the Daystar polyurethane inserts, part number KJ09145BK for the JK, and KJ09146BK for the TJ. Step up to the Rugged Ridge billet aluminum latches if you want all metal, and you're looking at $70 to $100. There's a third option a lot of YouTubers skip entirely. You can buy genuine Mopar JL hood latches for $60 to $70 and bolt them onto a JK with minor grinding. It takes about 30 minutes, and you end up with the same factory upgrade Jeep used to fix the problem. Heads up on the Daystars, though. The first time you latch them, they fight you hard. Owners use a hairdryer or a heat gun to soften them up, and within a day they relax into normal use. Some folks in Arizona report cracking after a few summers, which is why the all-metal option exists for the desert crowd. But mirror choices kill more new Wrangler owners' sanity than any other category, so let's get into number 3. Number 3 is the doors-off mirror setup most owners get wrong. The whole point of owning a Wrangler is taking the doors off. But the second you pull those doors, your side mirrors come with them, and you're driving half blind. Cue the cheap Amazon hinge mirrors that vibrate so hard at 50 miles per hour, you can't tell if that's a car behind you or just a blurry color. The Fix Forum veterans keep recommending comes in 2 flavors. Ditech off-road mirror relocation brackets are the gold standard because they use your factory mirror heads and mount in nearly the stock position, which means basically 0 vibration. The Rugged Ridge Quick Release Mirror Relocation Kit, part number 11025.10, runs about $50 to $90 and clamps to your A-pillar. Works doors on, works doors off, comes off in seconds. For JL and JT Gladiator owners, bullet point A-pillar mirrors get praised constantly across the JL forums. There's a fitment trap nobody warns you about. JK mirrors mount higher than TJ mirrors, so a hinge mirror that looks perfect on a JK can hit your door on a TJ. Always confirm your exact platform before clicking buy. Most reviews skip one tiny detail worth knowing. The Rugged Ridge quick release units sometimes whistle at highway speed, and the fix is a thin strip of electrical tape on the mount. They can also shift after a hard trail hit, so plan to readjust them every so often. But the moment you flip your doors off on a Saturday morning and you can still see traffic clearly behind you, you'll understand why this mod is worth every dollar. However, what we're getting into next protects something more important than your visibility, so don't bail on this list yet. Before we move on, if you're serious about getting the most out of your Wrangler, check out my 500,000-mile Jeep blueprint. It covers the maintenance and preventative repairs that can save you thousands over the life of your Jeep. The link is in the description below. Now let's get back to the mods. Number 2 is the custom fit floor liner upgrade. Husky Weather Beater, WeatherTech Floor Liner, 3D Max Spider, and Mopar all-weather mats are the names that come up over and over on Wrangler Forum and r/Wrangler, and they all do the same job. They snap into your factory floor anchors, they catch every drop of mud, sand, and lake water that comes through your topless Jeep, and they protect your resale value for years down the road. You're looking at about $100 to $200 for a front and rear set on Amazon. A full set with the cargo area runs a bit higher, and it's worth it if you live somewhere weather actually exists. There's a smart buy secret most reviewers leave out. Quadratec's house brand digital fit liners are actually made by WeatherTech. They literally arrive in a WeatherTech stamped box, but Quadratec sells them for about $20 cheaper than the WeatherTech listing. So if you check both, you can save real money on the same exact physical product. Husky versus WeatherTech is the eternal debate. Owners say they protect about the same. Husky tends to be cheaper, easier to clean, and has better dead pedal coverage. WeatherTech feels thicker and stiffer, but some folks call them slippery underfoot in wet boots. Either way, you come out ahead. What you should never buy is a universal mat that says it fits all Jeep Wranglers. Those bunch up, slide around under the pedals, and end up as a wadded bedsheet sitting on your footwell. Custom fit liners snap in once and stay locked forever. But none of this matters if you actually get stuck out in the woods, so let's wrap up the must-have list with the gear that saves the entire trip. Number 1 is the recovery kit that pays for itself the first time you're stuck. 2 pieces of gear belong in every Wrangler, period. A real tire deflator and a real recovery rope. The ARBEZ deflator and the Curry EZ deflator are the 2 names forum veterans recommend without hesitation. They run about $30 to $50 on Amazon. They unscrew your valve core for fast airflow, and they have a built-in gauge so you actually know your pressure. Owners brag they can air down all 4 tires before their friends finish the first one with cheap automatic deflators. Air your tires down from 35 psi to about 15 on rocks or sand, and your ride quality changes completely. Your tires flatten out, your grip nearly doubles, and your axle stops slapping every bump back into your spine. Pair that deflator with a kinetic recovery rope from Bubba Rope, Yankum Ropes, or Gear America, plus a couple of soft shackles, and you've covered about 90% of trail rescues you'll ever need. Buy from companies that publish the lowest brake test rating, not the highest. This is genuine life safety gear. If a rope snaps under load, it can kill someone, so honest specs matter way more than marketing claims. One last warning before we move on. Cheap automatic deflators and rebranded knockoffs sold under Smittybuilt or Rough Country labels stick at random pressures and read inconsistently. Owners have aired down to what they thought was 15, then driven on a rock garden and ripped a sidewall because they were actually at 22. Spend the extra $20. Buy the ARB or the Curry. So that's the 5 mods that earn their money. But the 3 mods coming up are why so many new Wrangler owners feel ripped off by Amazon, and the first one might already be sitting in your cart. Now let's get into the 3 Amazon Wrangler mods that are pure garbage. These are the products that look amazing in the listing photos, have thousands of fake-looking reviews, and end up in the back of your garage within 6 months. Each one has a hidden detail that the sellers really don't want you to know. Number 3 on the trash list is the Throttle controller. Pedal Commander, Ikakin, 9Drive, iDrive, Speedform. These boxes plug into your gas pedal sensor and cost anywhere from $40 for a no-name clone to about $300 for the brand-name Pedal Commander. They promise faster throttle response, more pep, better off-road feel. So what do they actually do? In Pedal Commander's own official FAQ, the company writes that the device, quote, does not actually increase the engine's horsepower or torque. All it does is open your throttle further with less pedal travel. 0 horsepower added, 0 torque added, and 0 real performance gain. What you actually get is a jerkier pedal feel that some owners love and a lot of owners regret. Forum posts on JL Wrangler forums show repeated complaints of limp mode triggering, check engine lights popping up, and one widely repeated claim of the throttle holding open briefly when shifting to reverse. That's the last thing you want easing into a parking spot. So why does this product even exist? The whole thing is pure marketing hype. The boxes look slick on Instagram, sponsored YouTubers rave about them in paid videos, and new Wrangler owners with money to spend think they're making a serious upgrade. The reality is they're handing over $300 for a placebo with a Bluetooth app. The honest fix is free. Clean your throttle body with a can of cleaner, do a quick throttle relearn, and your factory pedal feels brand new. If you want actual horsepower, you need a real tune and real bolt-on parts. But the next trash mod is even worse, because owners genuinely think it makes their Jeep waterproof. Number 2 on the trash list is the cheap Amazon snorkel. These are the $100 to $150 molded plastic snorkels flooding Amazon every season, usually direct knockoffs of name brand designs straight off Alibaba. They promise river crossings, deep water fording, and that rugged overland look. It sounds amazing on paper, and it costs almost nothing compared to the real thing. So what's wrong with them? 3 things, all backed by forum owner reports going back years. First, the thin plastic sags in engine bay heat, and the intake tube literally droops over time. Second, the rubber seals warp and crack, so water gets sucked in through the gaps anyway. Third, the low-mount versions sit no higher than your factory air intake, which means they do nothing for water crossings. Owners have pulled them apart after a year and found wet dirt in the airbox. Even the Rugged Ridge unit drew warnings on Wrangler Forum after sellers reported the seals failing inside 10 months. So if a name brand snorkel struggles with water, a $40 Amazon special doesn't stand a chance. But nobody on Amazon will tell you the biggest secret about snorkels. A snorkel alone does not waterproof your Jeep. To safely cross deep water, you have to extend your axle breathers, your transmission breather, and your transfer case breather, plus seal up all the electrical connectors under the hood. Otherwise, you're running an expensive plastic decoration that snaps off the first time a tree branch swings into it. The real answer is an AEV snorkel, or an ARB safari snorkel if you genuinely cross water on trails. Both cost real money, and both actually work. But the last trash mod might be the most dangerous of the 3. Number 1 on the trash list is anything sold as universal fit. Universal floor mats, universal seat covers, universal fender flares, universal anything for Wranglers. This is the trap that catches every new owner at least once, because the listing photo looks fine, the price looks great, and the title swears it fits all Jeep Wranglers. But it just doesn't fit any of them properly. Universal floor mats slide around because they don't lock into your factory anchors. They cover only part of the footwell. They bunch up under the pedals, and they look terrible in person. Just buy custom-fit Husky or WeatherTech and stop fighting it. But the truly dangerous one is seat covers. Modern JK and JL Wranglers have side airbags built into the seats. Cheap universal seat covers don't have airbag-compatible seams, which means in a side impact, the airbag has to punch through fabric that wasn't designed to tear at the right seam. That's a safety hazard, not a styling choice. Owners on the TJ forum have reported $500 overseas custom covers showing up with terrible fitment and zero airbag provision. Buy Bartact, Cover King, or a factory-style option tested for your seat airbags. Last in this category is cheap fender flares. Even genuine Bushwhacker pocket flares draw complaints about brittle plastic that cracks in cold weather. The Amazon and eBay knockoffs ship with photocopied instructions, thin mounting tabs that snap during install, and missing hardware. One JL owner reported rocks punching straight through Bushwhacker Hyperforms at under 30 miles per hour. If you want flares that survive real trails, you go MCE, Metal Cloak, or ACE. But before you close this video, there's one final secret that saves Wrangler owners hundreds of dollars chasing the wrong fix. Now let's talk about the death wobble secret nobody on Amazon will tell you. If your Wrangler shakes violently between 45 and 65 miles per hour, that's called death wobble, and almost everyone's first instinct is to slap on a new steering stabilizer. But that's the wrong move. Quadratec's own Death Wobble guide states clearly that a stabilizer rarely fixes the root cause. It just masks the symptom for a few weeks. The real causes are a worn track bar, a loose track bar bracket, bad tie rod ends, worn ball joints, or unbalanced tires acting as the trigger. Jeep itself fixed early JL Death Wobble through a technical service bulletin that switched the steering box to cast iron in July 2020. So get a proper alignment first, inspect your track bar, and balance your tires before anything else. That fixes the problem about 90% of the time, and it doesn't cost you a single Amazon order. Those are 5 Amazon Wrangler mods that are worth every penny, and 3 that belong in the trash. Now I want to hear from you. What's the best mod you've ever added to your Jeep, and is there one you regret buying? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe for more Wrangler tips. And if you're looking for your next upgrade, tap the video on your screen right now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.